Hello, this is Talha with Boss Design, and we're in McLean, Virginia, and I'm the head designer of this project, and let me show you what we had done. So it's an entire space transformation from the family room to the kitchen, and there used to be a big wall over here. We're gonna put that in the video, and you will see that it's separating those spaces, so there was no connection between them. So we took that off. Then the rest is, as you can see, a one open concept over here. And what is interesting about this design is we had challenge in the width of the space, and this was not really allowing us to get an island, which was critical to have a nice workspace. To be able to do that, what we did is we had to recess this wall into another space behind it. As you can see, the fridge over here, we got built-in space for coffee machine, toaster oven. As you can see, the countertop is going through between them. So you got closed storage, you got open storage depending on your needs. And we had play with the colors, the wood and beige tones is shifting suddenly in some areas. So one of the biggest challenge was the space between this section and island. We want to make sure we do not squeeze it too much. So what we did over here is we have this built-in refrigerator and cabinet around it. What it looks like, obviously we know the depth of the refrigerator, and those looks like they're at the same depth, but the illusion wise, this is full-size depth because it's fridge, we cannot change the depth. But on this side, we did get a 12-inch depth cabinetry. So what we did is we did recess this into the garage. It's almost like a foot, but what it gave us is a completely flush wall, an illusion that these cabinets are actually deep. So it doesn't look like one thing is deeper than the other. And when we come to this section, we still took advantage of the full depth of the cabinetry, as you can see, because now we are fully clear. So this was intentional, because if we didn't do that, the fridge would be a foot forward, then we would not be able to achieve an island at all. So this fridge trick to the garage, like a foot, actually save a lot of space for us. And what is other interesting thing is, because it's a tight space, we want to make sure that we're not getting a bulky island look. So it feels more mobile, that you can move around, but it is actually pretty fixed, but it feels more open and more traditional, which is the theme we were interested in. So another thing over here is obviously this beautiful hood over here. We made the hood out of stone and matching countertop material. And there was a challenge about that too, because we don't have another floor on this section. We had to give the support on the ceiling to make sure that this heavy weight is capable of holding up here for a long time. On the wall, as you can see, there is a lime wash texture, which kind of adds nice, interesting feature. And this beautiful window. There used to be a very small kitchen sink, but we got a beautiful backyard. As you can see, the flowers are blooming too. So we open a very big linear panoramic window. So when you're over here, I mean, this is all yours. So a very, very interesting view, and I think it does improve the look and feeling of the kitchen. So yes, the cabinet and storage is important, but sometimes we are also into the feeling. Can we get island in tight spaces? Yes, absolutely, but there is some tricks that you can do to get better feeling. Even though the space is same, it feels a little bit more open because we end up with a large opening underneath. But there's a way of doing this. So when you do opening underneath, obviously the cabinet is supported from only 4 corners. Obviously we got a stone, we got cabinets, everything is just on the corner. Usually the weak point is the middle, because everything is just, tension is right in the middle. To able to get this in a good way, we did install metal bracket on the top, metal bracket on the bottom, to just transfer the middle load to the corner. So sometimes when you see things like this in the internet, yes, it looks cool, but there is also engineering behind it that you need to pay attention. Otherwise, there will be sagging in the middle, and this might be a structural issue in the future. But then once you achieve the good look, then obviously you're able to get this feeling that it just doesn't look as bulky as normal island, and especially this is critical in tight spaces. Other than that, on this side of the project, we get a small bar over here, but suddenly we are shifting the color. We want to make sure this section doesn't feel so much extension of the kitchen, because we want the storage, but we also don't want it to completely built everywhere with the same material. So we all suddenly switch to the black cabinetry, and we also use the similar texture on our bar. We also done this fireplace, very similar texture to the lime wash, but this one is a decked in stone material because of this is a real wood burning fireplace, and the client actually uses, so we want to make sure it doesn't burn. And then over here we get a bar, very minimalist with the volume, but maximalist with the texture. So again, we wanted to make sure this doesn't feel like extension of the kitchen, so we can give completely more dynamic black and very sharp look. Another space we have transformed in this house is this master bathroom. We had very similar issues in the existing bathroom. There was a wall here, there was a tub, and it was sectional, and it was very tight. So what we had done is we removed that. We removed the tub, we don't need the tub. We had created this beautiful shower with linear drain, and we also opened this window. It's really responding to the shower section. As you can see, when you're taking shower, you do get that beautiful light. Other than that, the theme is a little bit different. We did shift the gear a little bit to the more modern side. Interestingly, the bathroom, we do get better reaction from the clients, as well as better feeling when it's slightly more modern, slightly more zen-ish. So this is an interesting thing to think about it. Like when you do your kitchen, you don't have to stick with the same exact theme, as long as it's not like completely out of space. But we had used the similar ideas, like open cabinet, like wall hang cabinets. There's like open space underneath. There's this linen section. There is like opening in the middle. So a very similar design language to the kitchen, but in a different texture, right? It's more slab doors. And we wanted to make sure we keep it clean and few texture. As you can see, the floors, walls, shower walls, everything is same tile. And then even the countertop looks pretty similar, except the vanity. So it's pretty much two-tone, because again, we are working in a tight space, and texture is as important as the form. We are happy how this entire space turned out to be, and I'll see you in the next project.